Well, this is the very last video that I'll be shooting from this apartment. All my things like my kitchen appliances, computer desk, and most of my belongings are already on its way to my new home. But before I close this chapter in my life, I want to reflect on the 6.5 years I spent living here in Arizona. To put that time frame in perspective, that's like 1/4 of my life that I've been living here in Arizona. So of course I'm feeling a little bit sentimental now that I'm finally leaving. Okay, the audio here is a bit too echoey, so I'm gonna move into the bedroom where it's less echoey, so give me a sec. Alright, I moved the entire setup here to my bedroom here, or what's left of my bedroom. Previously I had my bed, my desk set up here. Everyone should be pretty familiar with this layout here. But in hindsight, trying to shoot audio or shoot a video in the living room where it's empty probably wasn't a good idea. That was super echoey, so apologies for that audio if it was bad. But going back to what I was talking about, from the moment I arrived here in 2016, I knew that at some point in the future, I'll end up leaving this place, like Arizona. So the question was never if I was going to leave Arizona, but when. And as the years progressed and I started saying more goodbyes and hellos, I started anticipating when will it be my turn. And in recent years, whenever I would send people off at the airport, I joke around that when it's time for me to leave Arizona, I would be sending myself off to the airport because everyone I know would have left by then. Well, that has turned into somewhat of a reality for me at this point. And as I was packing my belongings into boxes this past week, I came across a lot of things that I've collected over the years, and it brought me back the fond memories attached to those items. And in a lot of ways, I associate certain items with certain people that are no longer here with me. And I think that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to move out of Arizona. Besides my career, there really isn't anything else that is anchoring me to this place anymore. All the people that I know have moved on, and what I'm left here are the memories of what used to be. Now you might be thinking and watching this video and saying, wow, Dick Wyn, you're painting such a lonely/emo life. Well, the reality is that my life isn't that bleak. Between work and the time I spend making these YouTube videos, I keep myself busy enough to prevent any sort of overthinking. It's just that as I'm writing the script for this video, I'm surrounded by this vast emptiness of this apartment, having no furniture and everything. So some of my words here might sound a little sensationalized. Now this decision to leave Arizona wasn't something that I just decided on overnight. I started toying with this idea when I was writing a script for one of my videos from last October. In that video, I briefly touched on the idea of navigating uncertainty within my life. And in a lot of ways, this video is sort of an extension of that video because that video made me realize that since the pandemic started, my life has been super easy and rather mundane. Most days I feel like I'm doing things on repeat, and it just started to feel like my life was kind of plateauing. At that point, I knew that I needed to, for lack of better words, turn my life upside down. But alongside that, a part of me was afraid of the uncertainty and risks that such a drastic change in my life will introduce. Then I recalled when I first arrived here in Arizona 6 years ago, which until today is still one of the most uncertain things I've done to my life. And look at where that leap of faith has gotten me. I can't stress how much I've transformed over the years, and in most aspects, the Dick Wyn sitting right here is not the same one that came in 2016. Every person that I met, every opportunity that was presented to me, every place that I visited, and every moment that I experienced has made me the person I am today. And as I'm sitting here reminiscing on the past whilst waiting for my next adventure to kind of begin, I'm thankful for all the great and somewhat bad decisions that I've made over the years. I wouldn't change any one of it any bit, as it got me to this point in my life, and they'll be the guiding principle moving forward as I embark on this new adventure. If you're still watching this part of the video, you're most likely a friend or acquaintance of mine, because statistically speaking, I doubt that a complete stranger will randomly click onto this video and watch it to the very end. So if I haven't talked to you in this past year, feel free to shoot me a message. I'm always excited to hear what's happening in your life since we last talked. Alright, that's all that I have for this video. There are several more stories for me to tell about this journey that led me to the decision to leave Arizona. So get subscribed so you don't miss out on those videos when it gets uploaded. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you very soon in the next video.